All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar. This episode, I'm going to project the Vikings starting offense for 2024, including free agency, the draft. Let's go. This isn't the only one I'm going to do. I mean, this is just pre-free agency. Probably do a handful of these. Already did a defensive one, so go check that one if you haven't. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the videos here every damn day, talking Minnesota Vikings. Trying to get 12K before the draft. We just went over 10,800, so appreciate all the subs. I might lose about 500 after this. We will see. Again, just projection, just having some fun, but also trying to be realistic at the same freaking time. Let's do this. Let's start off with the big controversy, the quarterback position. Are you ready? Comments. I want to hear them hot and heavy. So here we go. Quarterback and running back starting week one. And before you get angry or excited or whatever, Michael Penix, here's what I got happening. I got the Vikings at pick 11 in the draft, trading back a few spots. A lot of talk where the Vikings could actually trade up into the top 3. If they don't and hold tight at 11, I could absolutely see them. We know Kwesi trading back maybe 3-4 picks with the Saints, Seahawks, and still getting a fantastic edge rusher. And that's what I got going on in this scenario. I have them moving back 3, 4, 5 picks to pick up an additional second-round pick. And in that first round, they go best defense player available. My guess is an edge rusher like Dallas Turner or Jared Verse or Latu. So that's their first pick. With their second round pick, which they have 2 now, I have them taking Michael Penix. Michael Penix did not have the best Senior Bowl. He was already kind of all over the board. Nobody really knows where he's going to go. But just remember, last year, Will Levis was a sure thing. Top 10 pick. The dude's going to be a top 10 pick. What happens? He falls. Look at Michael Penix. I mean, they're already saying he could be a second rounder. So him going in the second round is not a crazy thought whatsoever. And in round 2, I am just fine rolling the dice on a potential franchise quarterback without giving up anything. And really, we got an edge rusher in round 1, and we got additional draft compensation. Michael Penix is the guy. I do not have them re-signing Kirk Cousins. I actually have Penix getting chucked in right away, week 1. Ty Chandler, running back. You know, I think they'll bring in some competition for him. I don't think they're going to spend a ton of money on it. I don't think it'll be an early draft pick. I think Ty Chandler did earn the chance to come back and start. 4.5 yards a carry, caught a lot of balls, made some plays, only started 4 games. Yes, he's got to be a better pass blocker, but he looked pretty good. I'm all for them bringing him back as the running back. It ain't going to be Madison. Again, maybe it's a late round draft pick, whatever. I'd love me some Frank Gore in later rounds. But here we go. So the big name here, obviously, Michael Penix, round two. With that other round 2 pick that we picked up, get another defensive lineman. But let's go to the wide receiver. And trust me, there's changes all along the lines here. And you'll see here, Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, Luke McCaffrey. Yes, Luke McCaffrey, the brother of Christian McCaffrey, son of Ed, had a great Senior Bowl. And obviously TJ Hawkinson, we know with his injury, but hopefully he's back early in the season. But the name here to talk about is Luke McCaffrey. Right now, he's like projected like that 5th, 6th round pick. You know what? He takes Brandon Powell's spot. He's a slot receiver, lined up a ton in the slot, runs a lot of short routes, good hands, tall. His big knock, he's a little bit skinny, but he's a pretty damn good receiver, and he had a fantastic week in the Senior Bowl. And I think he's the type of talent. I mean, a very good blocker too. He's a plug-and-play guy. He could come in day 1 and be your number 3 wide receiver. The bloodlines alone, hot damn. I mean, in this entire draft, you got Brendan Rice, had a great Senior Bowl. He's looked at as a potential 3rd, 4th round pick, but McCaffrey is just wonderful value. I got them getting him, like I said, probably in like round 5-ish. And again, this doesn't mean Brandon Powell's not coming back. I just think Luke McCaffrey could push to start day 1. Look at this, 2 draft picks starting off week 1, and we're not done yet. Let's go to the offensive line. Bam! All right, some new faces there. Let's start off with the center from Georgia, Cedric Van Pran. Dude's nasty, good run blocker. The top 2 centers are going to be off the board when the Vikings pick, and Cedric Van Pran is the number 3 guy. I see them getting him probably in round 3. We don't have a round 3 pick. But with my scenario here, we picked up some additional draft picks. I think they trade back up into round 3, whether that's compensation from next year, whatever, and get their center, because old Cedric is a day 1 starter. He is what we need. He's a powerful center. He's a great run blocker. and he's a little bit nasty. Go watch some of his clips. He gets a little nasty, and this is exactly what this offensive line needs, putting him right in the middle. So there's 3 starters on offense right out of the draft, and this doesn't include the guys we're getting on defense. So like I said, we got a guy with our first pick on defense and that other second rounder, best defense player available. But Brian O'Neill, Ed Ingram, hopefully, he takes another step forward and continues to get better. The other new name, Damian Lewis, the left guard from Seattle. Pretty good. Again, he's kind of got that nasty streak. They moved him over to the left side in Seattle. Took a little bit of time, but he definitely came on. Anything you read about the Seahawks and Damian Lewis, they want to bring him back. All the fans want him back. But their offensive line is a mess. They got a ton of holes to fill. Most likely not going to come back. His projected value for a contract is about $8.5 million a season. Dalton Reisner clearly is missing from this. I wouldn't mind if Dalton Reisner was there, along with that new center. I think the center is the key. But Lewis, a little bit younger, I think a little bit nastier, better run blocker. I think I'm all for change. But again, Dalton Reisner coming back wouldn't be a horrible thing. And obviously Darrisaw, O'Neal are our bread and butter. Ed Ingram hopefully gets better. And then the new guys in the middle. We need new angry blood in the middle. And that is what I added. So once again, Michael Penix, we're throwing all of our chips in there. Remember, don't get too upset about the Penix pick. We didn't give up four years of draft picks to go up and get a Jaden Daniels or a Drake May, which we still might do. I'm going to do more of these scenarios, and maybe that will be one. But we take a swing on a second-round guy that has a ton of potential. Not really losing out on a ton, and we picked up additional picks and still got our edge rusher in round 1. So the only other thing is like Ty Chandler, big question mark there as far as what they do at running back. But I could absolutely live with this offense, knowing damn well we made improvements on that defensive side of the ball. There you have it. Those are my projections as of now. We'll do some more as free agency kicks in, but let me know in the comments. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you hate everything about it? Are you going to vomit? Let me know. And be sure to hit that sub button.